Hi everyone, it's your favorite lawyer once again, Sherma Onichuku. So today we are going to be talking about the Nigerian police force and their power to search. So let's get to it. Nigerian police force is a major law enforcement agency in Nigeria, and they are so established by the constitution. So you see how important they are with respect to our society, our country, Nigeria. In the Nigerian Police Act of 2020, they have the power to maintain, or they have the function now to maintain law and order, to ensure public safety and what have you. Now, a major way that they can carry out this public safety is to carry out search when they have reasonable suspicion, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, for ease of understanding, I'm going to be dividing this talk into three basic segments or section or categories, which is search of persons, search of premises, and then search of things. So let's get to it. With respect to search of persons, the law is actually very clear. It says that the police or an officer of the police force can actually search a person without need for a warrant. So if the police actually have a reasonable suspicion to search you, they can search you without necessarily having a search warrant. Now, there are guidelines with respect to search of person as stated in the law. Now, one of these guidelines is the fact that it must be on reasonable suspicion. So it would be that they don't have to, it's not like they can search you arbitrarily. They cannot just see you one morning and actually come, let me search you, or they cannot just start searching you. There must be a reasonable suspicion for them to search you. Now, what do I mean? If okay, I'm working at night or even in the afternoon, let's just take out that night factor. Now I'm working in the afternoon and I'm giving them this funny feeling. I'm walking past a police officer or a checkpoint, and I'm just acting a certain way, or I'm hiding something underneath my clothes, or maybe when I see them or when I get close to the checkpoint, I start running. She gets, so every reasonable man would actually raise eyebrow, like, what is happening? Okay, that's like, what's wrong with this girl? It's not like she's mad, so what's happening? So you are giving them that reason to suspect you, and upon reasonable suspicion, they have the power or the right to search you. Now, this reasonable suspicion must actually be one that is objective. Okay, the law states that it must be an objective test. Now, in the case of Commissioner of Police and OBOLO, the law stated that it must be an objective test, like it says that every reasonable man, what would a reasonable man or a rational man do at that situation? Now, it is what the reasonable man would do at that situation that is what we'll consider as the objective. What would a rational man do? What will every sane person in that situation do? That's not a subjective test, not an emotional test, but actually a test that when you apply it to a general group of people or a group of persons, it is what every sane person will do at that point. So that is the test. And another guideline with respect to search of person is the fact that it must be done by the same sex. So I, as a lady, I will be searched by a female officer, and then a guy has to be searched by a male officer. Now, in the course of searching me, even though that yes, it has to be a female officer, it must be done with decency. Okay, so they don't have to squeeze me and rumple my clothes, raise my hair, do all those many things just because you are searching me. No, it must be done with decency. So that's basically the guidelines for search of a person. Now, for search of premise, before an officer can actually search your premise or your private residence, they need to have a search warrant, and this is because of your fundamental human rights to privacy. Okay, so you're entitled to your privacy. So before an officer can come into your home to search your home, they need a search warrant, and it is compulsory and mandatory to do that. However, in a situation where maybe a criminal or an offender is trying to escape from their lawful custody, and such person runs into your premise or your apartment, the law provides that they can actually search your house, because in that situation they can't actually get a search warrant, because even if they try to do that, the person must have escaped by that time. And so in order to carry out their function of public safety, they have to actually carry out that search at that particular time to prevent the person or the offender from escaping. Now, before they do that, the first thing you need to know is that they must be on their uniform. Okay, so a person cannot come in mufti and tell you I want to search your house. No, the person has to be in their police uniform, or better still, if the person is not in or on their police uniform or outfit, the person has to have a valid ID card, okay, to show that yes, indeed I'm a member or an officer of the Nigeria Police Force. Now, whereupon they come upon your premises and they knock and you open the door and you see them, they have to tell you the reason why they have to search your premise. Okay, it's not like you just open the door and they'll bust in. No, they have to tell you that yes, we actually have a criminal who we saw this person run into your compound and we have to carry out search, and they'll probably have to talk to you, polite as possible, and you on your own part, you have to cooperate. Okay, because when you don't cooperate, the law gives them that right to actually bust into any place that will give them access or entrance to their home. But that does not mean that one will be coming from the ceiling, one will be coming from the sink. No, please. Okay, it has to just be like probably the door, or if you lock the door against them, probably the window, just something that can give them entrance into the home, but not like they will bust everywhere just because they want to get access to your home. Okay, so before I talk about search of things, guys, please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please do it to subscribe to this channel, The Virtual Lawyer. Okay, do it to support me, so that actually, aside the fact that you're going to support me, the fact that whenever I post a new video, you will get notifications. Okay, because I mean, not everybody is on my contact list here, so even when I post, because I post most times when I get new videos or I have something new, I post on my status. So since you don't have my contact, you really know when I am actually posting something new. So please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Virtual Lawyer, and then if you wish, you can actually follow me on Instagram at _virtual lawyer. Okay, let's get to search of things. Now, this search of things has for a while been raising up dust. Okay, can the police search my phone? Can the police search my laptop? Okay, so now for broad understanding, I'm going to be dividing this into two. Okay, but before I begin, I need you to stay to the end of this video. I'm going to be stating some general conduct stated by the law. So this is not me now. I'm not the one saying it. The law has actually prescribed basic guideline or basic conduct that must be done during a search. So you really want to hear about it, so please do it to stay to the end of this video. Now, like I was saying, for search of things, I'm going to be dividing it into two categories again. Now, search of let's say inanimate object as car, your vehicle, your appurtenaces, and then search of electronic gadgets. With respect to search of cars, it is stated there in black and white that the police can search your car. Okay, in fact, it was stated alongside the person that the police can search a person or a vehicle. So it is just stated there. There's no two ways about it. However, the principles has to follow. It must be done upon reasonable suspicion. Okay, so if the police is suspecting that you're carrying something in your car, they actually have to search your car. Okay, and don't forget, I said it has to be an objective man's test. Now, with respect to appurtenaces and the like, there is no express place in the provision or in the law that states that the police can search my bag or the police cannot search my bag. However, I would say that it depends on the situation. Now, electronic devices, so a lot of people are confused. Can the police search my phone? Can the police search my laptop? Now, because of your fundamental human right to privacy, the police cannot search your phone or your laptop with anything containing your personal data or information or personal communication, except they have a search warrant. It's as simple as that. It is your rights as entrenched in the 1999 Constitution. So for anybody to actually derogate from that right, they have to have an authority, and in this case it has to be via a search warrant. So any warrant, any search that is done on your phone or your laptop or any other thing containing your personal information or your personal conversation has to be through a search warrant. I told you I'm going to tell you simple or general conduct of search that was stated in the law. Now, this is very exciting because it applies to all three. So search of persons, search of premises, and search of things. Okay, so it has to apply. Now, I said some at the very beginning. For search of persons, it has to be by the same sex. Now, another thing is the fact that it has to be upon reasonable suspicion, and that suspicion, if you remember what I said, it has to be an objective man's test. What would a rational man do at that particular time, at that particular situation? And I gave you the case of COP, that's Commissioner of Police, and OBOLO. Now, the law stated that that reasonable suspicion does not have to be because of your color, because of your look, or because of your religion. That should not be a ground for searching me. They cannot search me because of my look, because I tinted my hair to gold or black or green. Okay, I can't say it to black because that's my natural color anyway. But the point is, it does not have to be on my look. It does not have to be because of my race. It shouldn't be on that ground. It should be on reasonable suspicion. They have to have a reason to believe. Like I said before, the scenario I gave you, maybe I'm hiding something under my clothes, or I saw them and I start running. I mean, every reasonable man would actually want to suspect, like, what is wrong with this one? You get? So that's basically it. Another thing is the fact that with respect to search of person, when they are searching me, I don't have to undress. They can't tell me to remove my clothes. No, I don't have to remove my clothes. I don't have to remove my skirts. I don't have to remove anything. They just search. It has to be like a surface search. Okay, so that's another thing for that. And then the law provides, now this is going to be very interesting, that where a police officer has a reason to suspect you and then has to search you, now the police officer has to be in his or her uniform. Okay, if the person is not on his or her uniform, the person has to have a valid ID card. The law states that if I provide a satisfactory, so it has to be a satisfactory one that every reasonable man would understand. Okay, so if I provide a satisfactory explanation for my actions, that the police may not or need not search me again. Do you understand? Let me clarify it again. So if the police is going to actually approach me because they suspect me or they have a reason to suspect me, the first thing is that I will have to ensure, first of all, the person is on his or her uniform or with a valid ID card. Police officer will tell me his name, the police station he or she is attached to, the reason why he suspects me. Okay, and then if I have a satisfactory answer to why they should not suspect me or to why I acted that particular way, they do not need to search me anymore. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching to the end of this video. Please, if you like this video, do well to give this video a thumbs up, and then if you did not understand anything, if you're not clear about anything, do well to drop it in the comment section. What did you learn? What did you find funny? What did you find interesting? Please do well to give me feedback, and please don't forget to subscribe if you are just watching this for the first time. And even if you're not watching it for the first time, if you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Okay, and then don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _virtual_lawyer, and then on Facebook you can follow my fan page at the virtual lawyer. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you. Have a blessed day.